Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilkie and I'm here with the first Shadow Arena weekly rundown where I'm going to be talking about things that have happened within the last week of buffs, nerfs, patches and overall, and a few other events here on the line. So the biggest part, or the biggest thing last week, was that Typical Gamer played Shadow Arena. Now he has had some prior experience with Pearl Abyss in the past. This is probably how this came to happen. And I'd say the event was reasonably successful. Alongside with that, we have a free hero coupon that is available if you use the code TypicalGamer. How to use this? Pretty much whenever you're in the game, either press escape or go into the top right corner, click on use coupon, type in TypicalGamer here, and voila, you will have a free coupon lying around. This will be in the shop inventory. So out of there, you can use it. Very, very neat. I don't know exactly how long the code is going to be viable, so I suggest you hurry and use it, because it may expire in some near future. I haven't really received any information about that, but as long as it's active, feel free to use it. I guess the second biggest announcement last week was that we are going to get Lahn with the next update. So on July the 2nd is when we were gonna get Lahn. Apparently, she does not have an actual name, for example, like Goyen, Pagal, Badal, but they seem to call her Lahn. Maybe there's something else we don't really know yet, but for now, even the Discord channel was called Lahn. So we have yet to see. It is announced to hit us in July the 2nd, so around about 3 days, so with the next planned maintenance. And I'm definitely going to try that hero out. We don't have any intel whatsoever. The only thing we know from the trailer is that it's going to be her main hand, her Pendulum Blade. But this is really all that we have so far. Alright, let's go into the subject of buffs, nerfs, and general things that have been updated last week. So, starting off with the Tuesday maintenance, they seem to have a very, very fast cycle, and it seems that they kinda will repeat those Tuesday and Thursday updates, sometimes even more than that. But for the past few weeks, it's pretty much always been a Tuesday and a Thursday update. So let's jump into that. We're not going to cover all of this. I will cover what I believe is the most important thing. So the first thing is bots now are able to be CC'd properly. I'd say it's not exactly 100% like a hero, but it definitely is better than it used to be. So it's not as wonky anymore. They are talking about changing or fixing Q. Right now we have yet to wait how things are going. There are a bunch of hero changes. I will pretty much only note the most important here. Yonhwa now having HP recovery on her Clairvoyance, that's her counter. Very good. Shields got nerfed on a few ends there, so it seems like they will just gradually go over the heroes that they deemed too strong, and they will successively, or just really, I don't know if there's any order, but they pretty much took Badal out of his top tier spot and kind of have him lingering around, and I suspect Scholz, Goyen, and other heroes will slowly have the same thing going. Haru has had a little nerf, and there are not really many other notable changes except for Venslar. She also got a nerf. Her charge got reworked. It's now a slower wind-up. She doesn't zoom like 500 miles anymore, but generally those are the biggest things. Tagal got a few things here and there, but honestly, no biggies here. As far as the Thursday update goes, I think this one's a bit bigger this day. So they changed hero names and nickname displays. I think they kind of screwed up because in the past you only saw the name of the player who got killed, not of the player who did the kill. Currently you now see the player who does the kill and not the player who got killed, so I think they screwed up somewhere, but we have yet to see. They improved the sparring grounds. This is probably the biggest change. Right now there is a latent and a perturb, there are multiple latents and perturbs around, so you can go into the sparring grounds and test out Latent and Perturb. This is huge, especially for people that don't know or never had the chance to play them. I think this is a very welcoming change. There's still a bunch of things that I think that could be reworked, such as giving us skill points, let us level up abilities, reset cooldowns, stuff like that. But it's definitely a step in the right direction. So they reworked some kind of the cheering animation when you get a higher tier item, which is really, really good because that could have sometimes ended up having you killed. Biggest change at least in my opinion, is this one right here. Moving and attacking a foe who's standing back up after being knocked down to hit with base back attacks not only isn't very intuitive, but it's a system that creates a major gap in combo damage between players who understand it and players who don't. So we've changed it to make it more intuitive for all players. This is referring to this. Like, before that, certain heroes could score back attacks. For example, if you had a relatively long knockdown, for example, but Thunderbreaker unenhanced, pretty much any knockdown that's like longer than 1.4, 1.5 seconds, you could easily run around the enemy and score back attacks when they were getting out. This is no longer possible, so pretty much all combos, including, for example, our Badal combo, where we cycled around and did some back attacks, will no longer score back attacks. So combo damage, at least in some application, is or was nerfed in that regard. Apparently they wanted to do this so that new players don't really have to deal with that. I'm not exactly agreeing on that point, because honestly it's not that difficult, and it kind of rewarded people to think outside of the box, create some different combos, have a creative way of chaining certain skills in together. But that's how it is, so there's that. Schultz got another nerf, as I said. I believe Schultz is gonna get repeated nerfs for the next few updates until they see him sort of in a place where they want him to be. This is my guess though, but this is the second patch in a row where Schultz got nerfed. We had this pretty much the exact same thing happen to Badal, so I suspect this will definitely happen here too. Haru got nerfed a little bit. She got a slight damage nerf, but honestly, even though it says that some of the CCs got changed, her basic combos still work just as fine. So it's really just a minor damage nerf. In terms of her playstyle, her mobility, nothing really got changed so far. Haragon got a slight buff. Venslaar got another, I guess, sort of nerf. And another big change is that the Hungry Black Spirit, that's a Black Spirit that shows up once you're in the Black Fog, now takes 10 seconds, and after the latest updates, it's 15 seconds until he shows up. So you can run into the fog wall, and as long as you're going out of it within 15 seconds, the Hungry Black Spirit is not going to attack you. However, the damage was increased 1.5 times, so you take a lot more damage if you reside within the fog wall much longer, but it allows for people to run around a little bit easier. And I'm not exactly sure why they like this. They like the idea, as I said here, that they like the idea of ducking into the dark fog. I personally don't think it's a good mechanic, because some heroes just can abuse it much better than others. But that's what they intend with the game to go for, and this is how they end up with. We also got fancy mastery skins, and some of them look really, really good. Like, this is, for one thing, a very good content update. Some others look rather mediocre, but can't always get the fun stuff for every hero. Generally though, nice addition, especially since it's available for silver. The biggest caveat is you need a mastery level 10 on the hero before you can use it. But honestly, you don't want everybody running around with that skin, only people who did spend a considerable amount of time with that hero. A few other fixes, but this is really all that I want to give you guys for this week. So the TLDR would be, use the free hero coupon, typical gamer, see if that still works. We're gonna get Lahn on the Thursday maintenance, which is July the 2nd. And as far as buffs and nerfs go, I think we will see more Schultz nerfs until he's in a place where PA wants him to be. As far as the remaining balance goes, we shall see how things are going. Q is in the rework right now, so there is going to be a change. I'm not sure if we're going to see it on the next update or not, but I'm definitely curious to see how it goes. Anyways, this is all for my weekly rundown. Thank you everybody for joining. If there's anything else you may wanted to have listed here, feel free to let me know, and I will make sure to pick it up next week. As far as the rest goes, I'm usually available on any other social media and or Discord. Likewise, I will be streaming on Monday as a fixed schedule. I'm not having any other fixed dates yet, so I'm going to be streaming later today. If you want to come by, feel free to do so. Links are in the description below. As far as the rest goes, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for playing Shadow Arena. Thank you for enjoying Shadow Arena. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, or just go into the Discord. There's a lot of helpful people out there. So have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you guys in-game or maybe on stream. And see you guys next time.